Hello everyone. All right, thank you all for waiting through that long wait. I know it was quite a bit, but we finally got it taken care of. I was taking care of a thumbnail that I wanted to get up on the stream just because I feel like I should start thumbnailing my streams more, you know? So that's what I was working on. Hey Riskier, I'm doing pretty good. How are you today? How are you doing, Riskier? How's everyone in chat doing? How's everyone doing as you come on in? Now, I'm not expecting today to be a very big stream because I haven't done a stream in a while, so it makes sense that it wouldn't be a very big stream today. I've honestly not got too much planned today. Main thing I want to do is just do a bit of exploring, maybe work on the museum a bit. But yeah, that's mostly what's going on today. Here, I'm gonna switch on over to the gameplay and chatting screen. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. Let's fix that up. I should go down here. There we go. That's a little better. Let's get that centered. I had to create a new view for this, which I'm gonna check something. Okay, it does work. But yeah, you know, we've got the little guy up there. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna do it like this. I think I'm just gonna go to gameplay full screen. Alright. Well, hello everyone. Hello. We are in the world. I'm actually gonna turn the jazz off, I think. Just cause, you know, I mean, maybe I'll turn it back on in a little bit. We are actually down in the big underground lab right now. It still needs detailing and, you know, it's got a lot of work that needs done, but it's cool looking. We're gonna make our way. Oh, it's raining. Oh, there goes a rocket. That's wasted. Oh, it's been a little bit since I've been back on the server. A lot of things going on, but I'm glad to finally be back on here and, you know. There's that beacon I lended to Baloo for his big project he's making over there. Can I sleep? Is this a thunderstorm? No, it's not. Oh, I have... There we go. I was wondering why things looked a little weird. Alright, let's eat a little bit. There we go. Well, let's go let's go say hi to the raptors over here. There's Rosie. Wait, is that Rusty? Rusty. That was her name, Rusty. Was it Rusty? I think it was Rusty, not Rosie. Rosie. Who was Rosie? I don't know. We got the big angry one that constantly tries to kill me. We got the one that's a real pain to transport. And we got Rusty. Hi, Rusty. All right. I think today. Well, firstly, I should probably grab. Oh, rain's letting up. Firstly, I should probably grab some. What's it called? some... Oh, I'm trying to think of the word. Rockets. I need rockets. There we go. I also have a ton of stuff in my inventory, so I'm gonna just drop that all off real quick. Boom, boom, boom. And let's just drop off all of this, because we don't need most of this, honestly. I'll keep that bed. That'll be good to have. I don't need that. I don't really need a clock. I'm not going into the nether anytime soon. And honestly, it doesn't even work in the nether. What am I talking about? Let's put the Master Chief head in there. Put that in there. We'll keep this. We'll keep the carrots. We'll put these into their correct slots, because what the heck are they doing there? We don't need all our rockets in our inventory for now. Do I have a shield? Why do I not have my armor on either? That's not good. Don't know why that's... Oh, I think it was for a recording at some point. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe. Huh. I don't know what I'm looking for. I was gonna make a shield. That's what it was. So we needed a piece of iron. I'm surprised I don't have a shield. I would have thought I would have had one already. I'll just use this. Shield. Thank you very much. I'm gonna put all this nether stuff back in there. And put that in our offhand. So now we've got our shield. We've got, everything else. I think we should fly over. Now, I know I can use waystones, but I really enjoy flying, personally. Especially with Distant Horizons, because I can just see everything. And especially when you go up high enough. The view from up here is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that. Like, I can see to the island out there. I think I have my render distance down a little bit for Distant Horizons. So I can't see much past the island. But, it's very gorgeous. I love this mod so much. And, like, even with, like, the level of detail, like, sure, it looks a little chunky when you're getting closer, but it's so much better than just, like, not being able to see far at all, Yeah, it looks like he's been doing a lot of good work over here. I'm a really big fan of this, like, whole theme park concept. I like this. He has a waystone up here. We can use that to probably get around a little bit. But yeah, I don't have really much planned today. I just wanted to kind of look around at stuff. Oh, there's a portal too. Let's go to the spawn island. The spawn island has some of the nicer views around it. Look at all that. It's in like this big, the middle of this big, I mean, I say an ocean. It's like a lake, basically. That's what this is, just a big lake. And, you've got those really pretty mountains over there. This is such a gorgeous game. Let's make our way over this way. For those of you who haven't seen any of my content on the server before, this is actually my starter house. And this is Yevo's house, which he still hasn't gotten the Happy Holidays gift, but... this cat is a little glitched because of my Draw Me a Sword texture pack, because it was made for 1.19, I think, and this is 1.21, so it's a little bugged, but not too much, I've got a bunch of Abyss Watchers here. What? When did... What the heck? Oh, this one doesn't have looting. Oh, Perp's here. Welcome in, Perp. We are just doing a little NNN stream right now. I decided to come back to the old starter house. Honestly, I love where I managed to get this house built at. Like, it's just on this little cliff. It's got like this big balcony. It's got this. I love this little like area here. This is one of my favorites. Like, look at that. You can't tell me that's not gorgeous. And then with all these trees too. I actually had a big hand in planting a lot of these trees. They are a little dense, but I like them. I feel like it makes this part of the island a little cozier, you know? Like, you've got, like, a kind of gradation of foliage types as you get closer to this part of the island. Oh, you got a skirt? I didn't know that. I remember you saying something about wanting to get one at some point, I think. I meant to open this. The reflections with this are a little odd, but overall, it's pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you managed to get one. Let's see. I love this forest walk here. This is so pretty. You got Grimer's little area. You've got the inferior fire circle. My fire circle's far superior. Look at it. Look at its glory. Although I guess it can't see it as many, huh? Oh well. Let's cross over the creek. I love the way this creek was done, by the way. Like, it's just so good. It reminds me of, like, the creeks that I used to wander through as a kid, you know? Like, there's a riverbed by my house, and I go down there sometimes to look around here at like, in the creek to see if there's water, you know? And it's so pretty when you find actual water there. Where's the water source? Where is it saying the water source is? Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, look at this. So this is supposed to be the source of it, huh? That makes sense. And it's got the soul sand at the bottom, so it looks like a bubbling spring. I like that. I like that it's not just a pond, you know? Oh, look at that sunset. Oh, that's something else that I miss is these cascades. I've been playing a lot on 1.18.2 for my Minecraft Dinosaur series, and it's really nice, but it doesn't have Distant Horizons. It doesn't have a few of the ambience mods I like the water cascades, for example. I still managed to make it look relatively good, but it was could be better. I'm not too sure about the volumetric clouds now that I think about it. Let's go into, not resource packs, shader packs. Shader pack settings. Atmosphere, clouds. Reimagined, apply. Done, 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 done. I want to edit the clouds a little bit more. I've always wanted a DS. I always wanted to play, what's it called? I always loved Pokemon Emerald. That was my favorite. And I got to play it once, and I never got to play it again. And I've been trying to get around to actually getting one, you know? Like, I want to get a DS and actually play it again. Now the only thing I don't like about the reimagined clouds is that you can't make them like thicker, you know? You can't add more of them. But you know, they do look very pretty though. I just wish you could get more of them. That was the one good thing about that volumetric stuff for the Unbound. Yeah, you can still buy the old games. You can buy the little the things that you put in the DS in the console, you know. A lot of people use emulators now, but I want to have the actual console for that actual experience, you know? Like I want to buy I want to have the black and white games and I want to have Pokemon Emerald. Those are the games that I want. Yeah. Alright. I love this night sky, man. With like the Sky Nebulae and the Aurora Borealis. It's just, oh, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Oh, I've used emulators to play. I actually used an online emulator for Pokemon Emerald at one point, and it worked perfectly fine. I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't have to jump through any hoops to get it to work. I didn't have to worry about my information getting taken. It's you know, it worked pretty well. I can see if I can find that site for you at some point because they had a lot of games on there. Like, I think it was everything from the Nintendo Entertainment System up to the Game Boy Advance. Although I think they had some DS games as well, if I'm remembering. But I know they at least had NES up to Game Boy Advance. And they had other consoles too. They didn't just have Nintendo. They had like the PlayStation games, you know, I think they had some Sega Genesis games. But yeah. I considered using an emulator for my Jurassic Park Operation Genesis series, but I actually managed to find out it's considered abandonware, so you can just download the straight up game files, which was really nice. It took me a while to figure out, but you know, I got that all up and running, managed to get it modified for not too much, but I modified it a little bit for like some ease of use. But that game's probably one of my favorite games I've ever gotten, and I've wanted it for over a decade, so I'm so happy to have that. No, yeah, it really depends on where you download them from, but usually if an emulator gives you a virus, you'll know pretty quickly. If you're tech savvy really at all, you'd probably know pretty quickly if you got a virus. You'd notice immediately lowered performance, you know, like battery life cut in half. Which battery life goes down anyway because of planned obsolescence, but you'll notice lowered performance. You'll probably get like you know, like it's a whole thing. You'd know if you had a virus. I'm sure of it. And if your virus protection thing is saying there's nothing there, I don't trust the virus protection things. I trust them less than the emulators I use. I don't like the virus protection things because they behave kind of like a virus. Like, it's nearly impossible to uninstall them. You know, it's a real pain. Like McAfee. Oh, dude, trying to uninstall McAfee from my computer was such a pain. But you know, there's I'm I'm fairly confident that if your emulators are working and your computer hasn't seen a significant drop in performance following just the download of the emulators, then I think you're fine. Hey, Turtle Gamer, welcome in. We're just doing a little bit of running around and chatting. Not too much going on in today's stream. It's very pretty. But yeah, today's not going to be a very active stream. I might switch over to a different game at some point. Not entirely sure if I will, but I might. I'll consider it. Like, if you guys have anything you want me to do, I could do that. Assuming it's like one of the games I have, but. Ooh, my favorite Pokemon as far as the series goes was the XY and XYZ series. To this day, that is my favorite Pokemon series, and nothing else tops it. And I've always wanted to play those games, but I've never gotten, the ability to. I think I played, one of them on emulator at one point, but like only for a little bit. I didn't get to play it very long. But those are some good games though. Pokemon Crystal's pretty good. Pokemon Y is, a good game. And Ultra Moon, I never got to play the Sun and Moon games, but I loved the show. Yeah, the Pokemon games I officially own, I have Scarlet, I have Sword and Shield with the expansions for Sword, but not for Shield. Because Shield was more my brother's game, and I would play Sword. That's kind of what we got it for. I have Legends Arceus, and I could have sworn there was one more. Maybe there wasn't. Oh, I had Pokken Tournament, which isn't a proper Pokemon game in the sense of the other ones, but it's still pretty fun. That was my first Pokemon game, actually, and I had a blast playing it. I always played Shadow Mewtwo. That was, like, my favorite one to play, because I just loved the finishing move. Yeah, I liked that anime. I really want to play that game. I always pick Froakie though. Froakie is the that is the starter of X and Y. There is no other correct answer to which starter you pick, in my opinion. Froakie's just the best. Although I'm biased because I just absolutely love the Ash Greninja sequence, so take my words with a grain of salt, but I will never ever pick any Pokemon as a starter other than Froakie in that generation. In fact, Froakie, whenever I'm playing a Pokemon game where you can pick any starter from any generation, I usually pick Froakie anyway. Just because I love Froakie. Like, he is just the best. Oh, yeah, Greninja's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't think Charizard's too high up there, though. I don't really think Charizard's very high up on my list. Like, Charizard's cool. I like Mega Charizard X. I like that. Like, with the black and the blue flame. If I had to pick my favorite Pokemon, though, honestly, Tyrantrum's really cool. I love Tyrantrum. And Amora, I think it was Amora and Aurorus. Yeah, that evolutionary line. I like those. I like all the dinosaur Pokemon. That's what I like. But I'm trying to think of what other Pokemon I would pick. If it's a Pokemon title, then it counts. Oh, Decidueye and Typhlosion are pretty cool. I like those. I picked Typhlosion. I think the Typhlosion line was for Arceus, right? I know you had Decidueye and Typhlosion in that, I think. I remember picking the one that evolves into Typhlosion. I don't remember what that... Oh, what's it called? I don't remember. Oh, I like the lizard motorcycle Pokemon that they added in the most recent one. I don't remember what it was called, but I really like that Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I thought. And and the third one was Oshawott. Oshawot's a really good one too. They picked some really good starters for that. A Cyclizar, yeah, that's the Pokemon. I like those. They're very funny looking. And they've also got like that more sleek, almost Raptoran look to them. Suicune's a good one. I like Suicune. My favorite evolution is Jolteon. Jolteon's my favorite. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon there are. Yeah, those two are like the prehistoric and futuristic versions, which those are really cool. But I feel like it's kind of cheap to pick legendaries, you know? Because, like, they're legendaries. That's just like an obvious pick, you know? Like, there's plenty of legendaries I like. There is that red and black Moltres from Sword and Shield. I really liked that. Yeah, I remember when those were just the only 3 that you could get for Eevee. But I really like Jolteon. Jolteon was the first Pokemon I ever caught. Well, technically it was an Eevee that evolved into a Jolteon, but that was when I played Pokemon Go. Because my starter was a Pikachu, because we did the little like trick to get Pikachu as your starter by failing all the other encounters. But then I caught an Eevee, and that Eevee evolved into a Jolteon, and Jolteon's been like my favorite Pokemon. Well, one of my favorite Pokemon since. Like, I'm trying to think. Oh, when was that? That was the year, like, we got the game, like, a couple weeks after it came out, and that's when I got that. So, I don't know. I don't have that account anymore. I can't figure out the login. I can't remember it. But, you know. Ooh, okay. So I haven't played every generation. So I haven't gotten to pick my starters for each. But I'm gonna say for the ones that I do know their generations, I love Snivy, so I think Snivy's Gen 5, and I'd pick Snivy over the other two. I don't remember what the other two were. I think one of them was... Oh, I'm trying to remember. But I like Snivy. Snivy is... I like the fully evolved form of that, just big grass snake. And then obviously Greninja. You know, I pick the Froakie line every time. For Sword and Shield, I actually pick the Sobble line. I don't really like Cinderace or the big drum monkey. I like Sobble because like it's not the best early on, but generally I like water types more. You know. For Scarlet and Violet, I picked... What was the water type for Scarlet and Violet? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was Grooky. That's what it was called. I'm trying to remember. Quaxley. Yeah, the... Okay, so here's the funny thing, right? I love Undertale and Deltarune. Quaxley and the freaking cat. What was the cat called? The weed cat. Well, those two reminded me so much of what's it called? Of Rousey and yes, Sprigatito. Yes, Sprigatito, Cachito. Okay. But those two reminded me a lot of Rousey and Birdly from Deltarune. The evolved form of Sprigatito is very much Rousey colors, like full Rousey colors. Just what the heck just happened? I've been having weird rubber banding recently. I don't know why. And then Quaxley, he just looks stuck up like how Birdly was, you know? But he's more vanity than Birdly was. Birdly was like, oh, I'm smarter. But it just had some parallels. But I pick Feraligatr. Feraligator's always the one I pick that generation. Because it's just so overpowered, and it's also such a cool design. Like, I don't know how I feel about it having a microphone and singing, but, I mean, it's still such a good Pokemon. I love using Feraligatr. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon generations I would pick. Oh, Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, I always pick Litten. I love Litten. Litten's adorable. No, actually, I take that back. I take that back because that was the generation that had Rowlet, I think. And I love Rowlet. Wait, was it the situation? Was it the generation with Rowlet? I think it was, right? I'm so out of touch with my Pokemon knowledge. I used to know way more. Yeah. Yeah, Fuecoco evolves into Feraligatr. And then, wait, does it evolve into Feraligatr? I might be getting very confused. Cause that might be the big blue alligator one? I don't know. I'm confused, but Gen 9 I pick the fire alligator. Gen 8 I pick the depressed tadpole. Yeah, I realized as I was saying it, like, wait, that's not Feraligator's a different one. But I pick the Fire Croc for Gen 9. I pick the Depressed Tadpole for Gen 8. For Gen 7, I pick the Owl. Just the Owl. Gen 6. Gen 6 was X and Y, right? I'm pretty sure Gen 6 was X and Y, so I picked Froakie. And then Gen 5, I picked Snivy. Gen 4, what was... What was, What was Gen 4? Oh, Skeledirge, that's what it was. Sinnoh, okay. What were the Sinnoh starters? Gen 4 was the one gen that I just didn't really interact with much. And I'm trying to remember what the starters were for it. Piplup, Turtwig, Chimchar. Oh, I remember. I remember watching that. Okay, I remember watching Gen 4 now. I remember it. Okay, so Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar. Honestly, Turtwig all the way. Turtwig all the way. Although Piplup does evolve into Empoleon, which is pretty good, but I like Turtwig. Turtwig's a cute little guy. Gen 3, Mudkip. Just always Mudkip. Gen 2, oh, what was Gen 2? Gen 2 was the Orange Isles, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Or was the Orange Isles part of Gen 1? No, it was Johto. Okay. Okay. Gen 2 and Gen 4 are the generations I have the least knowledge of. Alright, what were the Johto starters? That's interesting. Look at that. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna... Johto starters... Oh, okay, okay. This is the thing I was thinking about. Yeah, I pick Cyndaquil every time. Like I do like Meganium cuz dinosaur Pokemon, but it's, it's funny because Totodile and Chikorita evolve into like the most like dinosaurian looking starters, but I like Typhlosion. Typhlosion's cool. I like Typhlosion. So I pick Cyndaquil for that one. And then my OG starter, every single time, I play the OG games, I play Bulbasaur. Every time, Bulbasaur. Although that said, I do really like Squirtle. Ugh. Man, I've been feeling kind of tired recently. I've been doing a lot with like my car and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of dinosaur stuff on this channel. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been working on my car. I got a 1989 Corvette and I've been working on getting her fixed up. I spent Oh, what the heck just happened? I spent like $800 recently on weather strips because I have to replace all the weather strips on the car, so I had to buy the full kit for it. And next thing I'm saving for is the power steering rack to be fixed, and then the paint. So that's gonna be altogether 25 to 3,500. So I'm saving for that right now. But and of course I need to pay to get her registered and then get her on some insurance. Yeah, it is quite a lot, but hold on, I'm trying to remember what Z through A was. Hold on. Oh, that's the new one. Yeah, that's the new one. Ooh, yeah. So Z through A. Wait a second. Z through A is just the Gen. It's just the Gen 2 starters with like freaking Tepig thrown in. Why did? What? What the heck? Like at that point, just make it the. Wait a second. That takes place in the Kalos region too. So why are they even? What the heck? I'm genuinely upset about that. Like, use the Kalos starters. That's literally the tower from the Kalos region. Man, I'm actually sad about that. Like, all right. Well, nothing we can do about it. But yeah, but like it feels cheap, you know? Oh, Tinnikin's here. I guess I'll do this in case she comes by, but yeah, but I doubt we could get enough people to riot over it. And plus, it's already in late stage development, so I doubt they're gonna change the starters this late. But man, that's just such a weird choice. Like, why do almost all the Johto starters and then just throw in Tepig? Like, they could have had one Johto starter. Like, if they swapped out, if they did the thing that people wanted them to do, where they switch out, the what's it called? I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, I'm happy about the Mega Evolution coming back, but seriously, the starters just horrible choice, horrible. I do not approve. Like, I'm probably still gonna play it, and I'm sure the game's gonna be fine, cause like fine for a Pokemon game. But like, I'm sad that they didn't pick better starters, cause they really could have. We could have gotten such better starters. Is this my? I have exactly 1 diamond. Is that enough? Oh, what the heck? I hope that's enough for golden carrot. Hello. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, Poplio would have been. Well, actually, no. I think I would have liked to see Empoleon. Although I guess Kalos is kind of based like France, isn't it? So I think Poplio would have been a good choice with Primarina. And I mean, I'm not sure about Chikorita for the grass type. Like, they gotta have a Kalos starter for the Kalos region, Like, did they have a Sinnoh starter for Arceus? I don't think they did. But still, like, I don't know. I think Poplio would have worked. Yeah, I like Totodile too, but it just doesn't fit the aesthetic, Like, Poplio would have been a way better choice for that aesthetically. Yeah, I really don't get why they chose those starters for Z through A. I bet you because so many people are questioning it, they're gonna have a line in the game where like someone's like, "Oh, these Pokemon are so easy to get, so that's why they're made the starters." Blah, 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 blah. Something try to cover themselves. Like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Ooh, look at all the glowy. Yeah, like I felt like the starters for Arceus, even though they weren't the same gen, they worked. But I just don't think these ones fit the vibe. The vibes are all wrong. Let's go take a look over here. I like the mountains here. I love these mountains. Look at those mountains, huh? Yeah, these mountains are all just absolutely stunning. I love just like flying around and looking at all of these, you know? I actually have a little cave up here in the mountain. Yeah, I would have thought Piplup originally. I don't think I would have done Score Bunny. I don't think Score Bunny fits the aesthetic. Snivy I think fits. Score Bunny is, I don't know. I feel like Score Bunny fit the UK more, like with Gen 8. You know, I feel like that fit cuz football, but with France it needs to be more elegant, you know? Like maybe they keep Delphox, freaking Fennekin. Keep Fennekin because it's France. And Fennekin just fits, you know? I feel like that evolutionary line fits really well for France, so they could have kept Fennekin. I feel like Piplup would have worked, but I think Poplio has that higher level of elegance, you know? And then, well, no, Z is for Zygarde. Z through A is just like, I don't know. I don't know why they said Z through A. They should have just said Legend Z. But maybe they said Z through A because it's like, oh, all the Pokemon are here. Maybe that's what they mean. Maybe it's like, oh, all Pokemon's from A through Z, but they did the opposite so that you realize it's Zygarde that's also there. Um, maybe Zygarde Awakening. That would make sense actually. I could see that being a thing. I mean, it had some lore. Did you not see the show? Like there was a ton of lore around it. I mean, they didn't go into it super hard, but there was a good amount of lore there. But I do think they definitely do need to delve into it more. Cause Zygarde by far was one of my favorite legendaries, and I was like, why is it not getting more love and attention? It's so cool. So yeah, that's another nice thing about it, cause it was such a big thing in the show, and it's like, why not make it a big enough thing for its own game, you know? Uh, but yeah. Yeah, I think it sounds better than Legend Z for sure. But yeah, if I were picking the starters, it would be Snivy, Poplio, and Fennekin. Yeah. Starters are done for, but, you know, we can all dream. Well, this has been a stream. I don't think I'm gonna end it just yet, but probably pretty soon, cause I'm getting tired, and I just realized like all I've had today was a Chobani strawberry yogurt, which are very good, by the way. Let's go ahead and fly this way. Yeah, I said it was stuck too, so there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, and wasn't there already... Wait, I could have sworn there were megas for the Kalos starters, except for Froakie, wasn't there? I thought Froakie was like one of the few Pokemon that didn't have one, and that was like a lore thing. I'm very curious about this place. This is... Like, this has been here for so long, and I have no idea what it's here for. Like, this is one of the first things I ever found after leaving the island, and it's just been so odd coming here and not knowing what this was for, you know? Oh, so none of the Kalos starters got megas at all. Huh. I think they should make it to where you can just have the Astro Ninja form with like a certain... If you have a certain level of bonding with your Greninja, you can get that form. I think that could be like a thing you can do, but you have to like do a certain play style for it. Is that jungle trees? No, those are just normal oak trees. Why is there... Hello? What is this? Someone just has... Is this like someone's tree farm, or... This is so odd. Oh, this is probably where someone's been like digging up dirt for a collection. It looks like that. They did? Are you kidding me? Man, if I'd known that, I would have played with Ash Greninja. Because that's just like... Why would you get rid of that? That's the most iconic... Like... Okay, I know, like... There's a lot of, like, stereotypes around the people who are like, oh, I love Ash Greninja. But, like... It's just such a cool design. Like... The colors are perfect. Like, the color theory of that design is just absolutely perfect. I think the reason why I don't know that much about Pokemon, though... Oh, this is a place where I hid out one time when it was, like, raining. But the reason I don't know as much about Pokemon as I probably should, or haven't at least, like, retained most of the stuff that I knew, is actually because I was more of a Digimon kid. Like, I found that show on Netflix, and I binged all of it. I watched the original 3 series of Digimon. And then there was like the fusion one, the Digimon fusion one that had like the weird red one. Which I liked that show. It had a different tone than the original Digimon, but I liked it. Oh, and Power Rangers. I watched so much Power Rangers as a kid. I saw all of Dino Charge, all of Dino Thunder, all of the original Power Rangers, all of Jungle Fury, all of Power Rangers in Space, a bit of Power Rangers SPD. And I had a collection of like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff from Power Rangers Dino Charge, because that was the one that they were making at the time. And, you know, because it was the current one they were making actual toys. And I remember at one point, because it was being actively made, you had a chance of coming on as the Titanium Ranger, which I remember I wanted so desperately to win that, because I was like, "Oh, that would be so cool. What if I came on as the Ranger and I got to be on the show?" Some other kid got it, but he did a good job. Honestly, now that I think about it, that might have just been like a marketing thing to be like, "Hey, you might have a chance of coming on the show, so buy all these things to maybe have a chance of getting on." And then they just had an actor already picked out. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, that's exactly what Greninja is. That is exactly what he is. That Greninja specifically is the anime protagonist. But yeah, I think of all the Power Rangers shows that I've watched, I love Jungle Fury. Jungle Fury I liked a lot. It was definitely different. Um, In Space was pretty good. I liked some of the plot lines around that. Um, it's been a while since I watched it though, so I'm gonna need to find a way to rewatch that. Um, Dino Charge was by far my most watched one, and I liked that one a lot. But I liked the theme of Dino Thunder better, like the theme song. Dino Thunder, honestly, one of the best Power Ranger shows in my opinion. Like, it's probably top 3, if not top 2. And then Jungle Fury is pretty up there for me, but mainly because I have, like, the theme song is like just such nostalgia for me. But yeah. Oh, man. Well, I do believe and suppose that I will be ending the stream off. You know, we've had a great time playing, and I'm very tired. Like, I need to take a nap or something. Yeah, they should bring out. They need Ash Greninja to be brought back in Z through A, cause like that there was lore to that in the Colorless region too. There was actual like historical lore about Ash Greninja, so that would just make sense because the Legends series is like the lore series. It's like the history, the lore. So I really hope they bring that back. They better. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go like take a nap or something. I'm so tired. Um, I hope you all enjoyed. I had a great time finally streaming again and getting in my my stream for NNN. I haven't been on here in a bit, so it's nice to be back on. Thanks, Perp. Ugh. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.